This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the LD Micro main event, Bel Air, California 2014. Alexander Nickolatos is with me from Eco-Stim Energy Solutions, symbol ESES. Alexander, welcome to SNNLive.
Hey, Shelley, thank you very much for having me on.
It's good to have you. Let's get a brief overview on the company, if you would.
Sure. So Eco-Stim is a company, it's an oil field service company focused on global shale. We've basically founded this company with a simple premise that what's happening in North America with these shale plays is a global phenomena. It's not just unique to the United States. And we want to take the U.S. technology to the international markets.
And that's the premise of the company. So my thinking is, isn't there enough business in North America?
So absolutely there's a lot of business in the U.S., but what's happening here is that you have a lot of competition, you have a lot of companies competing for business.
Could you give me an example of one or two countries outside of North America that you might be working in?
So we have a philosophy of how we rank countries and what we look at. And the top of our list right now is actually Argentina. We're also interested in Mexico, Australia, the UK, even South Africa.
And the reason for that is?
Well, first of all, the geology is excellent, but second of all, it really has a lot to do with the utilization. So what activity levels do we see there? Who are the other companies that we see moving there? The drilling rigs moving into the area. The government program for spending money in the country, the National Oil Company, YPF, and what they're doing, other investors and where they're looking, like George Soros. So those are some of the things that we look at when we're evaluating a market to go into.
Okay, I got a question for you. What's driving the growth in this oil exploration, discovery, and production? Is it A, for countries trying to be self-sufficient? B, are they trying to get away from buying oil from certain parties? Or C, is it a matter of wanting to actually export oil?
Well, I think it depends actually on where you're describing. So I think for different countries there are different reasons. But if you look at Argentina, what you'll see historically is that this is a country that's gone from being an exporter of oil and gas to being an importer of oil and gas. So what's happened over the last several years is as the production has declined based on policies that they have had in place, they have had to start importing at very exorbitant rates. So they're paying an exorbitant amount, like to the tune of $14 to $15 billion to import energy into a country. And when you have a country with a fragile central reserve system, it's not sustainable. So therefore they have to start to change, and this is what drives part of their policy.
So then also, in line with your thinking of going to Argentina, if they at one time were an oil-producing country, then they still have infrastructure, they probably still have wells where your technology implanted within that structure and infrastructure would definitely pay off for them.
Oh, absolutely. If you look at it as a comparison to the United States, you'll see that this is very similar to a place like the Permian Basin, where they've been producing oil and gas for 100 years. And what's great about that is also in our ranking criteria is that when you go there, you have an educated labor force. So you have people that understand this industry. They're used to working in that community with those resources. And it's not that you have to import all of the labor force. You can go there locally and find exactly what you need.
What's the level? I'm sorry, I just have so many questions.
No problem.
What's the level of acceptance for an American company coming into Argentina?
I think it's extremely important, no matter where you work, that you're extremely sensitive to the local customs, the practices, and the culture. It's impossible to me to go into a place and expect that place to be the United States. It's an empathy at the basis of it. It's understanding that local culture is not just something to take casually, it's something that matters. And so when we go into a country, what we try to do is be a local company. We try not to be an American company. We try to be an Argentine company. We hire Argentine people. We have Argentine people running our business. We have Argentine people throughout the organization. Two of our senior members of management team are Argentine. One of our directors is Argentine. So we don't just say we're an American company. We're not. We really try to do to be a local company.
What's your background? I'm guessing politics in Washington.
Actually, because I work as the chief financial officer of the company, my background is in public accounting, and I also have worked in microcap companies in the past. So I formerly worked with a Kleiner Perkins-backed small startup company before coming here to Eco-Stim. So background in finance and accounting.
Here's my last question. Here we are, the end of the year, 2014. Oil prices kind of are down, obviously. What is your projection for your company for 2015?
So I think that we're very unique in that we have the ability to work in a sort of protected market. Argentina has historically put price caps in place in their country. And today, that's actually working in our benefit. The price in Argentina for oil is about $82, so that's significantly higher than the prices that you're seeing. We're just about to start our first operation in December, and so really within the next week or two, we should have an operation starting. So we're going to start seeing some real revenue in the first quarter, and I think that after that, we're going to continue to grow this business. So I'm really excited about where we're at and getting started with this company.
I'm excited for you. Now, our audience out there would like to know your website, so.
Okay, so our website is www.ecostim-es, like energysolutions.com.
And how do you spell Eco-Stim?
E-C-O-S-T-I-M.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Nickolatos, Eco-Stim Energy Solutions. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is ESES. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the LD Micro main event in Bel Air, California, 2014. Thanks for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you very much for having me.